All right. Let's make sure everything looks good. Try not to fall asleep. all the good stuff. Hi, Fastidious. How are you? Oh, Lord. Okay. Everything looks good. I am not going to be playing it at all until I stream it, so that'll be after Devil May Cry and Alt Mox, because I honest to God forgot that was on my list until like 2 days ago. I forgot that I put Alt Mocked on there, so I'm very curious about how that's gonna go. But I currently have it sitting in my living room. I had it got delivered today. So I have it, but I won't be touching it for probably 4 or 5 weeks. You know how it goes. That will pale in comparison to the amount of time that I have owned and will own Fire Emblem Engage by the time I play it. Because I'm already over like at a year. I've already owned that game for a year. Have not even put it in the Switch. Yeah, no kidding. Of course, my dumbass is actually willing to at some point try Fire Emblem 5. And unfortunately, Nintendo decided, hey, best thing possible to do, let's make a game that spoils the entire rest of the series. So I'm stronger than you are, huh? Kind of curious in what way. It's one of the least spoiled ones. Oh, good. Oh, brother. My existence currently is kind of pain. No, well, I think I gained that much knowledge from 4.
Save the money first.
Before watching me play 4, yeah.
Welcome to our little tale.
I kind of figured.
Woe, triumph against impossible odds, terror, and manageable responsibility. Our story begins in the calm waters above the town of...
How is the volume, by the way?
As we descend beneath the waves, we find another day. Wait a minute! Hold your seahorses!
A little quiet? That's what I thought.
I can't believe this is happening here. It's horrible! Thank Neptune, my manager's here.
I think we're gonna...
Talk to me, Krabs.
up the overall sound and then turn the music down in the
A Krabby Patty.
So what
not the
went
worst I've
wrong?
seen, but they're not great.
When the customer took a bite. No cheese! Ah, this has never happened before!
Get a hold of yourself, Eugene. I'm
These
filming
models are
in.
beautiful. Okay, I think I'm gonna turn the
Play by me.
music volume down.
It's always good to have options.
These just ooze macho.
God, it's been so long since I played this game.
Boing.
Just starts out with a crash.
Yep. Excitement, adventure, just another day.
Yeah, this movie is the SpongeBob movie is fucking fantastic. It's one of the best things in existence, and I forgot that there is no camera control in this game. I mean, no real camera control. Oof. Also, for like the first time, I don't know how long it's been, I'm holding a GameCube controller. I'm so happy. I haven't used a GameCube controller in so long, it feels like.
Nothing like a little man type stuff.
Hello, Patrick. I love that Patrick is made of jelly. I think that's jelly. Patrick is straight up claymation. That's what the effect looks like. That's what it is.
It's a short slide from manager to.
That's what I'm curious about. See, here's the downside about this game. Is the HP is Krabby Patties. That's the downside. It's not underwear like in every other SpongeBob game in existence.
Go to the extra section on the options menu.
No. Trying to remember how things play in this game. Yeah.
A manager is always prepared.
Jellyfish. Yeah. Shit.
Vacuuming up manliness in the corners.
I like that they're already using Plan Z crates because they didn't make a separate crate for this sequence.
Thanks for the help, boys. A manager is always prepared.
I love the little voice lines.
The room spinning, or is it just me?
Time to be a Mario ripoff, but with my face. Like, have you ever needed to climb a wall? Use your I forgot about that part. Patrick just in the nude. With a flag. We all needed to see that. What, the one I missed?
Manager coming through.
Thank God this game is not like Super Sponge. It's not Sonic.
We're men. Upsy daisy.
Who are you?
I'm the manager of this establishment. Everything is gonna be just fine.
I'm really scared, man.
You got a name?
Phil?
Come on, Phil, stay with me. I've only got one shot at this. Gotta have the right tools for the job. Bingo. Now I want you to do me a favor, Phil.
What?
Say cheese. The beginning. A little yellow friend awakes from his slumber and
No, they've
prepares
stayed about
the
consistent.
biggest day of his life. Yet, despite his dreams, he is not honored with the manager position of the new Krusty Krab.
Although I will say
Union.
these do look a little bit
So
higher quality than
far,
those in the
depression
dream.
in
That's
ice
weird.
cream at the local Goofy Goobers. Across the street, jealous of Mr. Krab's success, the diabolical Plankton hatches Plan Z. He steals King Neptune's crown and frames Mr. Krabs for selling it to the far-off and dangerous land of Shell City. Let us now join our heroes in the midst of their self-pity.
I'm ready. Depression. Are you ready for Depression's Fastidious?
Hey. Hey, buddy. Come on. Wake up.
Yes.
Huh? Where am I?
It's 8 in the morning. Closed. Go collect your friend and get out of here.
Hey, buddy! Come on up here and join the party!
SpongeBob!
You know, I don't think it does.
Bye.
No.
Other stuff here?
No, it straight up does not have subtitles.
As long as all of them are in your favor. I don't know. Save the
But you are right. That was still really quiet, wasn't it? I'm gonna...
Now that's an uplift.
What I'm actually gonna do is turn everything else down.
I change the
That's an uplifting sound.
show tunes for everyone.
So I'm gonna turn everything else down except... So the sound effects include the voice clips. So I'm gonna turn everything else down and then
Song.
turn the
Music
game up
to
again.
ears. Insert Squidward joke here.
Show tunes for everyone.
So we're gonna try that.
Whale song. Music to me ears.
The thing is, we are truly gonna get some... Okay, we're just gonna get real weird because all the sound effects are boosted now.
It broke. I prefer cotton, thank you.
Is this game playing in mono or not? Out of curiosity. Like, is the... Oh. I was just curious because why do you miss it?
Well, after hours, the Goofy Goober sure
Gotcha.
is a lot less goofy.
Anything else in here? Not at the moment. And I'm not destroying everything. Because it's honestly just a bunch of loud crashing that we don't need.
The manliness has landed. Don't laugh at
Well,
me.
you can see how I play. I do the exact same thing.
Wooden presents. Jumping, jumper,
What's kind of funny is that I actually don't usually have a problem with it, because if I wind up being like, oh man, I'm missing part of the sound, I'm missing part of the stuff, then I just throw it over to I just throw the sound through OBS and have the output set to mono. That's an annoying squeak.
Spongebob!
What's up, Patrick? You have got to try this new dot broom game.
Doug!
Where? Whoa!
Oh, I don't want that headache.
Yes, it is. It's not at all expensive if you already have the equipment, though. But yeah, buying a capture card and computer and all that, that might be a little on the expensive side.
Hey, presents!
I mean, if you wanted to use my solution,
Again.
you would only or if you did it in the way that I did it, that I have it, you would only need to pay for a car.
I'd like to wake up now.
You have to get a new pair of headphones for your 3DS.
And go.
Die. What are you thinking about getting?
Bring them to me.
Patrick can straight up Spider-Man with his tongue.
Have you been lonely out here all alone?
Yeah, that is something that I'm gonna have to do as well soon because of these. The padding on them, it's disintegrating is what it's doing. It's completely disintegrating. But I mean, I have used them for years. I've used them for 5 years now, I think.
Kapow! How much of a man do I have to be?
And I use them like all the time, so I'm not really that surprised.
Patrick. If you bring me more Goofy Goober tokens, I can grant you the cartwheel move.
Oh boy, I love whatever that move is.
You will. Just bring me more Goofy Goober tokens.
I hate how loud the sound effect for that right there is. Okay, I say that, but now but the more I listen to it, the more I go, there's a certain sound about it that reminds me of a higher pitch, like there's a higher pitch added in, but it makes me think of a little bit of the PS1 startup. Combat Arena.
Is the room spinning or is it just me? Super Sponge, saving the day!
Yeah.
These just ooze macho.
How much have you actually played the PS1, Fastidious? Or have you just emulated it? You've never touched one. You wanna know what's funny? I own 2.
Nothing like a little man type stuff.
I straight up own 2 PS1s right now. I own like the original, the big bulky one, and I own like the slim version.
Is the room spinning or is it just me? Tasty!
Yeah. I don't own a PS2, 3, 4, 5. I only own 2 PS1s.
Soul at a time.
Actually, I've never owned anything past a PS1. Like, it's not just that I don't currently, I never have. Oh my god. I can't wait till I have more attacks. Die.
These just ooze macho.
You like your fat PS2? Hell yeah. Everything hurts to move. I have been in a box for the past 2 days.
Goober tokens, you may now use the cartwheel move.
Time to spin? Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy!
You'd better get going, Patrick. There's lots to do.
It's not out of the question that today might be a short stream because I'm also I literally, it was about 8:30 and I was half dozed off and I went, oh wait, it's Thursday, I gotta stream. It's like I was like, oh crap. That was true destruction. How does Yoshi say what again? Yeah.
Manliness has landed.
But yeah, I'm trying to think. We had an emergency fix for a demo. We built a it was a big mount for a robot. I think I mentioned it when we did it. It was last year. I spent like 2 weeks inside of this thing and it causes me so much pain because it's just like it destroys my ribs. Because I'm just like constantly laying down and flexing different muscles, using different muscles that I don't generally use because I'm like laying down on my stomach while trying to like lift myself up a little bit and do some wiring up here. So it's like, oh. But the what do you call it? But I wired it originally. I wired it initially, and what wound up happening was they shipped it, and something in shipping happened, and the bottom of the entire thing, well, one corner of it, just like shot up through. It just shot straight up through. It took the wheel out and put it up into the case, and it was like, well, that's not gonna work. So we had to go and we had to remove all the parts from the second one that we built that hadn't been commissioned and set up and everything. And then we had to take all the parts off the first one that we built and move them over so that we had all the licensed and commissioned parts on the new one, or on the undamaged one, along with reinforcing the bottom so that doesn't happen on this one. And at some point in the future, we're going to have to go and fix the original, or fix the damaged one, and that's going to be a real fun time because we're going to have to find a way to fix the broken bottom of it entirely and reinforce it to where it doesn't happen again. And I don't even know where we're going to start with that. It's not too bad. You know, it's weird, but that's true. Yoshi would absolutely kill me if I died.
Slipping! How much of a man do I have to be?
I love Patrick's. How much of a man do I have to be? Sir, you have an ice cream. you have an ice cream bowl on your head.
Don't laugh at me. Oh, I don't want that headache.
Okay, what is here? Oh, that's the sound of the token. Yay, token! Hey, Spongebob!
There you are, Patrick. I've been trying to find you all evening.
It's 8 in the morning, Spongebob.
Oh my gosh, 8 o'clock. I am late for work. Mr. Krabs is gonna kill me. Oh, Mr. Krabs.
Back at the Krusty Krab, King Neptune confronts Mr. Krabs about his alleged thievery. He asks if there is anyone present who may vouch for Mr. Krabs' character, and our yellow Knucklehead McSpazatron shows up to accuse Mr. Krabs of being a horrible person. King Neptune zaps Mr. Krabs, causing SpongeBob to sober up quickly. He selflessly volunteers to journey to Shell City and retrieve the King's crown. Freezing Mr. Krabs in place, King Neptune grants a 6-day reprieve so SpongeBob and Patrick may attempt to retrieve the crown. King Neptune's daughter Mindy provides SpongeBob and Patrick with a magic mirror,
yes,
through which she can communicate and assist our heroic duo.
Yes.
We continue as SpongeBob and Patrick arrive at the paddy wagon.
You don't need a license to drive a sandwich. Yeah, no. Ice cream does the same thing as alcohol to SpongeBob and Patrick.
It's time to start your journey. Drive the paddy wagon through Bikini Bottom to the edge of town.
Are you ready to see some shit?
This road will take you through Bikini Bottom to the edge of town. Don't let the paddy wagon take too much damage, or you'll have to start again.
Our journey begins. Epic, heroic, daring, valiant, courageous.
SpongeBob, you're driving a sandwich.
Not just a sandwich, a Krabby Patty.
With cheese.
With cheese. Ah, it controls like shit. I love it.
Sure you know how to drive?
But it seems to stop on a dime.
I'm dizzy. Yeah.
All right. This is going well. Okay, you cannot J-turn in a sandwich. Good to know. you cannot J-turn in a sandwich.
A new path.
I love that you have a nitro boost in this game. I think there was some... Isn't there something over here? I guess not. I guess just other options. You can... It's the fourth... What? I've played this many times before, if that's the question. Oh, yeah! It still drives like shit. Also, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you are doing well tonight. Which way do I want to go? We're gonna go down. We just nitroed in reverse. That sucked ass. I don't remember which way was better to go. It doesn't matter. We'll be driving this 1,000 times anyway. Woo! So yeah. I played this game when I was a kid a lot. I used to love this game. I still love this game. It's a nostalgia trip. It's a hot garbage game. It's just like all SpongeBob games, but damn, it's fun. You're good. We make it work. Shit. Ah. Don't worry, what was it? Last week? 2 weeks ago? Fuck! I forgot about that one. We had somebody just straight up speaking Portuguese in chat. It was hilarious. I was like, you know what? Okay.
Bridge is going up. There's the edge of town.
Just don't ask me to curse in French. Or say slurs.
You've reached the edge of town, and now you can go on to the next part of your journey. Here's your reward. Come back again if you want another drive.
With the chaos of Bikini Bottom behind us,
If you want to do exactly
SpongeBob
that.
and Patrick
Yeah,
begin
Fastidious
their
won't stop
long
you.
journey towards Shell City. However, with SpongeBob gone, all is not well.
I've already either...
Plankton is now selling the
I-
Krabby Patty at the
uh,
Chum Bucket, and with every
another
purchase,
viewer-
customers are getting a mind-controlling bucket helmet. Squidward has
another
discovered
viewer
Plankton's plan
got
to
on who
create
spoke
an
Portuguese
army of
and got me
bucketheads.
to,
Will
they were like,
Squidward
hey,
save the day?
will you repeat something? Will you, if I write something in Portuguese in chat, will you say it? And I was like, I don't think this is a good idea, but I'll do it. I shouldn't have done it, but I either made a bunch of people, a bunch of Portuguese speaking people mad at me, or entertained them to no end in the VOD. I'm
Our heroes
sure.
are now stranded in a vast desert with only their feet for transportation.
Plankton is using those radio towers to broadcast his evil messages across the sea. SpongeBob, you have to find a way to shut those towers down.
Of course you were, Fastidious.
SpongeBob, if you want to reach those towers,
Dash, how can I learn that?
I can teach you.
If that's what it takes.
All right, I need 5. I currently have 4. I guess we're driving.
Do you want to try?
Good one, buddy.
Yeah.
You'll have a set time limit.
Yeah, set time limit. That's fine. Then rings, and then an even harder time limit. That's how all of these driving levels work. Well, driving or sliding or any kind of vehicle-based level. First, you got to do it with. First, you just got to play it. Then you got to do a time trial. Then you got to do a time trial, or then you got to do a ring trial where the rings will disappear on you. And then an even tighter time trial. No. Just if you want to get those are the 4 tokens in each vehicle level. And since I need an extra token, I'm doing a time trial. Yeah, I can tell. And it's totally fine. I'm glad I get to expose somebody else to this game. I have not only exposed you to this game, but last week I exposed you to Super Sponge too. Just wait till I do, Legend of the Golden Spatula for the for the Game Boy Color. Or even worse, I could do
So much destruction.
well, I think I'm already gonna at some point do Battle of Bikini Bottom on GBA. But I could do Super Sponge on the GBA. If you thought that PS1 Super Sponge was cursed, GBA Super Sponge is extra cursed.
You've won the time challenge. Here's your reward.
Because it's like it's like the game but compressed and on Game Boy Advance.
Now I have a
Mindy,
And the music is also not good. Like the music, they try to keep the music the same, but it's just like super compressed, like bare bones version of the music. It's like, oh god, oh god. Yeah, exactly.
You have enough Goofy Goober tokens.
Remind me maybe at the end of stream.
now I am the master.
I will pull up
Wow,
some
thanks,
comparisons for
Those
the
radio towers are
for the original and the
broadcasting
GBA
hypnotizing
versions of
messages.
songs in Super
If we don't
Sponge.
do something soon, every creature in the sea will be under Plankton's control.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, well, in that case, I'll have those towers shut down in a jiffy.
Now I get to uppercuts.
Boing. I'm not feeling like a game of catch right now.
What the? I just realized how. Wait, the music that they use is from a later level. Hey, man. Okay, you know what? I don't want to have to two-shot you.
Power bash!
I'm gonna blow your shit up. Fastidious. It's video game music. How would I not know?
Upsy daisy!
That is what you're talking about, right?
Ow!
Ow.
Tasty!
Like, I think you honestly forget how much, one, I love SpongeBob games. Look. I have specific tisms, but I have some weird ones. One of them is video game music, another is voice actor voices. Because goddamn, I can pick a voice out like nobody's business. Speaking of which, it took me a few minutes, but I finally figured out what it was. The, what's his name? The protagonist in Dark Cloud 2 is voiced by the same person who voices Robin. We all know that. But the old guy, the one who was driving the train, he's voiced by the same guy who voices Grandpa Max in Ben 10. I was like, I know that voice. Shut up. Perfect bridge. It is really funny. I have enjoyed the bit that I've seen of it. I have not been able to be there for as much of it as Dark Cloud 1.
Boing.
But all in all, I think I like Dark Cloud 1 more.
Motto.
Just based on the look. Because they went way harder into comedy and a different style for 2, in my opinion. I like the look of Dark Cloud 1 more.
Is the room spinning or is it just me?
Yeah, it does have story.
Hey, Lloyd! Hear the one about the sponge that made it through the desert? No. Me neither.
I'm gonna crush these two later. I'm gonna straight up crush them.
More of a man already. Super fun! Saving the day!
Let's see, not that way, not that way. I gotta find my way around right here. Because there's a few places that I need to go.
Put up that.
Yeah, it was before that jump. Whoops. Whoops, whoops. Oh well. We'll come back to it. How about no?
Whew, that was close!
Also, I love it that these guys are just slamming down banjos. There we go. I can't wait to get the sponge bowl.
One hapless soul at a time.
But I need to take down this stupid thing first. It's annoying me.
That is better.
Yeah, I remember being able to use this. I think I've done that several times where I just miss that, but then I do this one and go back over.
Vacuuming up manliness, even in the corners.
Because I can pretty easily get back to it. Sponge ball. We're eventually going to get to Sonic Colors Fastidious. Oh, speaking of which, I need to grab Dave the Diver. It's on sale right now.
Just roll with it, I always say.
Huh?
Nothing like a little man type stuff.
Which side? No, I need to grab Dave the Diver. It's on sale right now. Whoops. No, you told me to play the original Sonic Colors. You said that was the better way to play it. I mean, it's currently on the list, and I think it's the game right before Sonic Colors, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is. I have to look at that. Also, Fastidious, what were you saying about cursed models in this game? Because, hi, how are ya? You had not paid a bit of attention to the Spongebob until that one point. In your mind, it was just a ball. Oh, right.
Chill in the air. I'm feeling like more of a man already.
Why did I not go ahead and jump through? I don't know why I waited right there. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a good day, night, whatever it is for you. I'm going to go bouncing. This is a good view here. Love it. Watching a Halo. Okay, hold on. You went from Halo 3 to SpongeBob the movie? That is some seriously interesting taste, and I love it.
Just ooze macho.
Okay, you're not wrong. We did both. We did both come from Dark Souls 3. Granted, of course, that probably was worse for me because I'm playing this now. Oh, shit. Alright, gotta be careful here. Yeah, mine too. I absolutely adore this game. Like I was saying earlier, it is hot garbage, just like most every SpongeBob game, but damn it, do I love it. This is a special kind of hot garbage. Like last week, I was playing Super Sponge for the PlayStation 1. Now, the sad part is this is an extreme upgrade from Super Sponge. Alright, on we go.
Nothing like a little man type stuff.
Yeah, Devil May Cry? Yeah. You have been dying for that for a long time.
I'm not feeling like being a pet right now. That's better. Up to daisy.
Hey, you want to not run from me? Hey, look, more points. Floating block challenge. Now, these are actually interesting. Not the first one, but yeah, the floating block challenges are very interesting. I honestly think that some of the floating block challenges are the hardest parts of this entire game. Ooh, I'm pretty sure Sunshine came out first because that was no, Sunshine definitely came out first. That was a launch title for the GameCube. Sunshine is literally on the GameCube packaging.
Up we go. Jumping jumper.
Yep, they're both on the GameCube. But yeah, these are very, very similar to the floodless levels in Mario Sunshine. We've even got the equivalent to the sand blocks, and oh fuck me, I forgot about that. Anybody else getting sick? No kidding. Oh yeah, the later ones with the thorns, that is a pain. Holy crap, I've got 3 upgrade points available. You know what? We're gonna do that.
Black belt, here I come.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and upgrade both of these.
Reflectomatic!
You don't need HP upgrades if you just don't get hit.
Super spin cycle!
Is the room spinning or is it just me? These just ooze macho. Super fun! Ready to go! Whoa, whoa! Filling, but not heavy.
Die. You too. Where did that one come from? There we go. I think the game broke for a second there. Let's see. I think the next level Patrick gets his face slam. I'm not gonna have enough points to upgrade that immediately, unfortunately. Let's see, switching to Patrick.
This hurts me more than it hurts you, evil radio tower.
I don't think there's a reason currently to switch to Patrick. Later there will be. You remember what I said about these guys earlier? I wasn't joking. I said I would crush them. You know what? No. SpongeBob, you did all the work, but Patrick deserves the reward.
Off to see the world again.
No, I stand correct. Yeah, yeah, I forgot.
I found
It's not the
one last spot with
laughing
those
cows.
ugly plankton propaganda towers.
I forgot about this one.
Use whatever you can find to knock them down.
The one after this is Bubble Blow and Baby Hunt.
The last of Plankton's propaganda towers are here on the edge of the desert.
Breathtakingly evil.
These tracks form part of a slide through this area. I need you two to race down them and knock those towers over.
Sounds kinda hard.
Don't worry, guys. Stay on the track, jump over obstacles, and hit any plankton signs you see along the way. Good luck.
Looks like fireworks.
Smash!
Trust me, this song is good the first time you hear it. It's gonna get old. It's gonna get old.
Hey, a desert. What do we see?
Like, I'm liking it right now, but I won't hear in a little while. Two down.
Mindy was right. They knock over like bowling pins.
Deserts and Dark Cliffs, yeah.
Here comes the pain train!
You're totally fine. Your English is fine. Yee ha.
By the way, Patrick, when was the last time you were the bad?
All right, I'm trying to figure out how I managed to dead stop right there.
Did nobody bother to tell us if the train was still running around here?
It's like, hey, we're on old tracks, right? There's not a train's gonna come down these tracks, is there? If anybody's listening to Plankton's haunts in the background, he's talking about how nobody's left to help SpongeBob. And how everybody's commanded to kill SpongeBob. I missed. I missed it. Holy! Why did it start me that direction? Damn it. That stone gives me vertigo. Wait, why? Okay, I just noticed this. I just paid attention to this. Why does this bathtub have a spout on it? I don't see anywhere for plumbing to be hooked up on this thing. All right. That's
I knew
done.
You guys could do it. Here's your reward.
Our heroes, having foiled Plankton's evil plans, continue across the desert. But Plankton remains one stubby step ahead of them. He sends someone to make sure that
Oh God, why?
He is a vicious, ruthless killer named Dennis. Fortunately, SpongeBob and Patrick have discovered the paddy wagon in a parking lot. But the key is missing. So the only thing to do is to go into the rough, tough bar and look for it. Good luck, my friends. You're going to need it.
Now that we've finally seen Dennis.
Don't worry, this'll only hurt a lot! I love this job!
That played almost immediately
You have to get
tonight.
the key to the paddy wagon back. Good news, Patrick. You've got enough Goofy Goober tokens for me to teach you a new ability.
The friendly Dennis. That's a big boot.
My flop is the mightiest flop of all!
My flop is the mightiest flop of all.
It's called the smash.
In the air?
Yes. You have to be in the air for the smash to work. You can use it to press buttons, break through floors, and even defeat enemies. The paddy wagon is parked outside, but you'll need to get the key back to use it.
That doesn't sound hard.
You'll probably have to defeat all of the thugs to get to it.
That sounds hard.
You can do it, I know you can.
Well, if you believe in me, then I can do it.
The key to the paddy wagon.
Paddy wagon.
I should point out that is not the guy who stole the key
Careful.
or the paddy wagon.
Easy. You got it.
Okay, I'm actually a little bit curious.
I think Spongebob wrote this stuff down. Insert Squidward joke here.
If I upped this to this much, how bad?
More great stuff here.
Jumping, jumper, jumperoo!
Are the voices still? Will that still work? Or is that too much? Because I was kind of noticing on the last one that we couldn't hear, that it was very hard to hear the music like almost at all under the sound effects. Okay. Hopefully all the voice clips and everything work too. Hello.
Coming through! Macho stuff.
I'm gonna have to like ice my back or something after stream.
Coming down!
Would anybody like explosives? Hello, SpongeBob.
Ah! Jumping, jumper, jumperoo!
Sir, you are... Well, I was about to say, sir, you're a cartoon, but that's actually completely true. That is entirely accurate in how it's supposed to be.
How much of a man do I have to be?
Hey, we got the points. Excellent. We can upgrade the smash. Now I face plant.
Nothing can stop the mighty stun thingy!
Wham! Also, such a good sound effect. Just the sound of the slam there after you upgrade it, so good.
Don't laugh at me.
I'll laugh at you if I want to, Patrick. Don't tell me what to do.
Look out below!
Come at me, boys. Well, that didn't work out quite the way I expected, or wanted it to.
The manliness has landed.
Also, I like this, like the stock mechanical movement. Ooh, no. The stock mechanical movement sound effect there. Yeah, I love Patrick's walk. I also love Spongebob's because SpongeBob's scared walk is the funniest fucking thing ever.
Little guy, big stink.
He runs with his arms forward and his mouth just like wide open, like he's screaming the entire time. Welcome to the disco. Isn't there supposed to be music right now? I feel like there's music missing right now.
That's better. Ouch!
I swear there was supposed to be music there. That was just... Alright, that was weird. I think it was supposed to be a different track, but it just didn't play. Unless it was really... Unless it was really, quiet, like on the quieter side music, and because we had the music low, it didn't play. I don't know, that's weird.
Macho stuff.
Sorry. Just making sure everybody remembers, we're still in a bar.
Ooh, is this where they make the little umbrellas to go in drinks? It's kind of hypnotic.
Somewhat. Ooh, combat challenge. Is it Patrick or SpongeBob? SpongeBob.
Bikini Bottom, one hapless soul at a time.
Ow.
Is the room spinning or is it just me?
It's just you. Bring it on.
Upsy-daisy.
Give me the good stuff.
I'm feeling like more of a man already.
Wait, where's the other guy? Where's the other... There you are. Hey, you guys take care of that for me, would you?
Super fun! Saving the day!
Ah, he referenced Super Sponge. You dare to move when I'm trying to uppercut you? They haven't quite gotten to the point where these are very difficult. Now there are some later ones. These actually do get tough.
He's just too macho.
Right now it's pretty much just dodge and hit. But they actually get decently tough to dodge later on.
Bottom one hapless soul at a time.
Because you get some much more difficult enemies. How dare you, sir? God, it's like I'm wearing squeaky boots. I gotta see where these guys are coming from. Oh, there are 4 of you. That's the problem.
I'm feeling like more of a man already.
I was like, how are 2 of you having given me that much trouble? It's because there are 4. All right. It's another token. Let's see. I'll save the points because I want the upgrade to the sponge bowl. Because, dang, the upgrade to the sponge bowl is good. It goes from just being a normal like bowling ball to an electrified bowling ball. It's so good. Fine, gotta do it that way. It becomes so much easier to aim that thing too. Unfortunately, I do not have the throw yet, so I cannot do throwing fruit electric.
Kapow!
While I'm here. That will be later. It's sad that I still... No, it's not sad, but it's funny that I still remember the, I still remember the names of, like, the different, challenges. Specifically, that one up there is called Throwing Fruit Electric. And it's somewhat of a pain in the ass.
Have a nice trip!
Onward! Throwing the fruit electric. I missed a "the." I should be ashamed of myself. Hey man, you want to not?
Macho stuff.
What was this? Oh, look! It's Fastidious' favorite! It's another Spongebob challenge! When God Tamer eats you again? Oh god. Look at the horrifying ball sponge. Here's the thing. When it comes to Spongebob challenge and oh boy, and the floating block, you gotta just not care about the points. You gotta only go for the end. For the end, you gotta go for the goal. Uh-oh. Oh, I made it. You gotta focus on nothing but the goal. Shit. Alright. Focus on nothing but the goal. Alright, let's do this one a little bit better this time. And we have won. I need to take ibuprofen when I get done.
Coming down! Macho stuff.
Made it.
Jumping, jumper, jumper-oo! Look out below!
And just like that, I appear with a slam. Ow. How dare you?
Coming through.
I think this is, yeah, this is a Sonic Wave Guitar Challenge. But I should grab it.
Wow.
Because if I know it's there...
Deja vu.
Oh god, I forgot about this. If I know it's there, I think it'll show up. Really? Also, I love this. This is how this is SpongeBob's run in this level. This is the funniest thing. Or most terrifying. Your pick on that one. Also, I like that he goes like super serious as he uses his karate
The
chop,
room's spinning,
but then
or is it
immediately
just
back
me?
to this. Dang, that's funny.
When's lunch?
Down we go.
Bring him to. Oh, dude. No, man. Don't let it get away.
I think we've got the key now, Patrick. I also think you can get off of me.
No. I don't wanna.
Hey, presents.
I think the music just broke right there too. That's funny.
The gates are locked. You'll have to find all the keys to unlock the gates. The gates out to the main road are locked.
Locked? Then how can we drive out?
Floor the paddy wagon and bust through the gates.
That would probably work.
Sorry, Patrick. For that, we'd need a Super Krabby Patty Deluxe.
You can unlock the gates if you find all the keys around the track.
Why do they keep the keys outside in the parking lot? More driving.
I meant to drive right through that wall.
Yeah, you kind of did actually.
I got ourselves a convoy.
Turn your ass around. Oh shit. Nice. I found the key to the paddy wagon.
A shortcut.
No gate gets to tell me where to go and where not to go. 20-minute grim break. Oh god.
There's a key.
Oh yeah, not in that level. Actually, we don't hear like the first, like the just the regular Goofy Goober. We do get a little bit of Goofy Goober rock at the end of the game though. Krabby Patty acquired.
There's a key. We only need one more key.
This is fine.
Oh, that felt good. I'm dizzy. Yeah.
I saw you.
Bet that propeller could propel us up.
The French version of I'm a Goofy Goober. Oh no. Am I gonna have to look that up later? All right, the gates have been opened. Time to use up the nitro. Does that translate to something more interesting than just I'm a Goofy Goober out of curiosity?
Well done, SpongeBob and Patrick. Here.
What does that translate to?
Patrick, we've got to start acting like men.
I kind of suspected that, but I wasn't sure.
I'll be right back.
That's kind of what I'm expecting it to be.
SpongeBob, wait! Make mine chocolate.
I'll have 2 chocolate banana splits with sprinkled fairy stars and goober beans. With extra sauce, please. You can let go now. I said let go, please. What kind of old lady are you?
I'll save you, SpongeBob!
We have no care for SpongeBob. Also, Patrick's upgraded cart will make this too easy.
This hurts you more than it hurts me.
That's what I'm talking about.
Come on.
Wipe down.
Good job, Patrick. Almost there.
Fight me, you bastard! Stop running!
Fantastic. Watch out for the tongue.
Oh!
Did anybody catch it lick its lips when it hit me, by the way?
Keep trying, buddy.
Doesn't sound right.
Good job, Patrick.
SpongeBob's cheek. That's better.
I'm slidey. I'm doing split.
Oh boy.
Patrick, step on it!
Come on, kiddies, have some ice cream.
Jump for it, Patrick!
And so the hideous creature was vanquished by an even more hideous creature coming from the deep ocean trench.
Well, we lost our car again.
Never mind the car. Where's the road?
There's the road, on the other side of the deep, dark, dangerous, monster-infested trench.
After gulping, SpongeBob and Patrick decided to throw in the towel. Luckily, Mindy arrived and showed them what was really going on back in Bikini Bottom. Plankton had transformed Bikini Bottom into Planktopolis. The sight of their city convinced our heroes to continue on to Shell City. So, in order to become men, they cried like little babies. But someone was hot on their tail. With no time to lose, Princess Mindy thought of a better idea, and our heroes quickly became men and marched toward the treacherous trench.
All right. More rock sliding.
To get to Shell City, you're going to need to cross the bottom of the trench. You can get to the bottom using this slide. The only way across the trench is along the bottom, but you have to get there first by traveling down the slide, past those sea monsters.
The trench is pretty deep.
And very dark.
Oh, no sweat, Mindy. We're men now. Those sea monsters wouldn't scare a guppy.
I love how inconsistent the line reads are, because like the volume of the volume mixing on like each line read is slightly different. They did not like balance this thing at all. And there was one earlier yeah, it was the guy telling SpongeBob to get up or telling Patrick to get up at the beginning of the second level. It sounds like he recorded those lines from like a closet, like without a sound setup at all.
That's the spirit. Now get down there as quickly as possible.
Here we go again.
Medic! Again!
Whoop. Oh boy, that was close. Verse of 28 languages, holy shit.
Well, that was different.
I can see my rock from
Going down.
Through the monster. Wait, what hit me? Now was not the time for a sneeze. Good God. Oh, I missed.
Patrick, I think you mean air. Looks like fireworks. Steady as she goes, Pat. Well, that was different.
Hello, monsters.
Back at ya.
Look out below!
We'll go up on this one. I turned backwards?
I don't know why.
Dark. Red.
Back into the monster. Maybe we're the monster. You ever thought of it? We're like invading this thing's guts. Maybe we're the monsters here.
Something he ate.
Damn it! All because I just decided not to double jump. I should have just double jumped.
I had trouble saying goodbye.
Hello. I wonder if that's related to Mr. Krabs. Now that sneezes in my nose run a little bit.
So many choices, so little time. That's how we do things in Bikini Bottom.
Missed them all.
Do you have any free?
No fish.
Sayonara.
Medic!
Pull over! I need to...
Oh, this is gonna
Throw up,
hurt.
so do I.
like me now.
Hell yeah.
Holy cow! You actually did it?
Of course we did. We're men.
Yeah, right. Here's your reward.
I love how Min's just like, what the shit? You idiots are alive?
This place is full of horrible, hideous, and disgusting monsters. You've got to cross the trench to get to Shell City.
I don't think I have enough for the sponge bowl right now.
I'm sorry, Spongebob. You don't have enough Goofy Goober tokens for me to give you the...
Sponge bowl? Will a cereal bowl do?
Sorry, Spongebob, but you need more Goofy Goober tokens.
20. I have 18, so I need 2 more. I can't do that one. Yes.
Alright.
Let's see, we still have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That would be here.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Shell City Dead Ahead is that music that I was talking about earlier that was playing during that little Patrick cutscene is from is the music for Shell City Dead Ahead.
That's my favorite line ever.
Let's see, actual level, boss,
My mom always said, if you can't say anything
paddy wagon
nice
level,
about someone, don't blow your
slide
nose into
level,
your hand.
another boss, actual level, drive level, or paddy wagon level, and final boss.
Stuff here?
I don't know what to say about that.
Okay, so I need 2 more. So let's do the time challenge for the first slide. And then we'll do the time challenge for the paddy wagon level. Actually, no, we'll do the rings for the first paddy wagon level.
Slide the last time.
I like to stop and smell the anemones.
And old tires.
And old
Well,
tires.
try sliding quickly instead. If you make it under the allotted time,
340.
That's how we do things in the Queen's Honor.
I thought Min said
One extra. It's funny, for a SpongeBob game, this right here takes a little bit of focus. Because you can't stop.
Well, that was different.
Oh wait, did I just go... My dumbass. I'm pretty sure that was the start. Did Spongebob just ask how was that for you?
Did you bother to tell us if the train was still running around here?
Hey, a desert. Bottom of the sea.
Patrick, that's such a weird line. He's like, hey, a desert at the bottom of the sea. Oh, I'm gonna cut this a little close, actually. Shouldn't have taken this. Damn it, I shouldn't have taken that. Nope, not finishing this. Time's up. I gotta find the shortcuts for this. Dang, I was way over. Shit. Now that was the circle that I just did.
When was the last time you took a bath?
Yeah, I'm well aware. You know what? Let's just go for rings on this one.
I forget.
We can probably beat the time challenge easier on this one too. I'm notoriously bad at the slide levels. Let's go. To run away. Oh my god! Did you catch your hamster? Good god!
Going up.
Yeah. But this is at least better. She's fine but punished. Good. My god. Hamster on the run over here.
Hey, there's an owner's manual in the glove compartment. What's a glove?
There's a what in the glove compartment? Also, Patrick should be ashamed of himself. He asked, what's a glove? His favorite place on earth is Glove World.
Going up. Going up.
Something important.
That's fine.
Oh, let's go.
Ooh, good question.
It's going up.
You've beaten the ring challenge.
Yay. I love how broken the audio is.
Since you beat the other challenges so easily, I have a tough one for you.
Oh, do you? A tough one, eh? Well, let's do it.
Easy.
Oh, very easy.
All right, I'll give you a...
Coco, that's a good name. 3 minutes. Huh. I'm kind of curious because I think I just heard it in my headphone. Did the click of me hitting the side of my controller with the joystick actually come through on the mic there? Hi, Twink.
Super speed.
So much destruction.
Hold it.
Hopefully you're doing well tonight, Twink. Oh God, I gotta get in gear. There we go.
Going up. There's the edge of town.
You did it!
All right, there's 20.
can try and beat your best time.
We'll do it, Miss.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do this level and call it a night. I don't remember how long this level is though. I know it's not short. Probably 20 minutes? I don't remember. Sponge Bowl!
Rycomatic! Oh, I forgot my spoon.
No, Sponge Bowl. It's really useful on things you don't want to get too close to. Those nasty bucket heads must be stopped. Shell City is on the other side of this dark, scary place.
Real men aren't afraid of the dark.
You need to get across this trench.
Okay. Okay, here's something to say about what SpongeBob just said. It is true. You should not be afraid of the dark. But rarely people are afraid of the actual dark. It is what could be in the dark that everybody's afraid of.
Real men aren't afraid of the trench.
Of course they're not. Just look out for...
Electro Bowl.
He likes me!
Oh, just I always what do you call it? I just don't like the things like, oh, you're afraid of the dark? It's like, no, but it's a natural thing to be afraid of what could be in the dark. Afraid of the unknown? Yeah, that makes sense. That's how you stay alive.
Get up here and fight like a starfish.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not feeling like a game of catch right now. Go for it, vacuuming up manliness, even in the corners.
But I will say, I am so stupidly afraid of heights that I actually, like, even in games, if I get like on a high ledge, even in a game, sometimes my real legs get like weak for a second.
I'm not feeling like a game of catch right now.
New idea. Uh-oh. Well, oh. Peaks of Yore. Oh, God.
Come on, wherever you are. Upsy daisy.
Well, that's gonna take more pestering.
Type stuff.
that is not my style of game.
Just me.
Huh? Oh, yeah. I got what you're saying now. You want to be evil!
Can't hide from me.
Oh, God.
Right. I'm feeling like more of a man already. Ouch!
Playing the DS Phineas and Ferb game?
Not so fast! I get monster sick!
Oh my God! So what made you not finish it, or was it, so what was it, like, what caused that? Just lost it? Gotcha. Bungie. We know how much everybody loves Bungie. Yes, a few times now. And I find it funny every time. Just be glad it's not the sponge bowl. Or the sponge ball, I mean. This is peak GameCube's, like, early 2000s 3D graphics right here. Sly Cooper Saga. I win! Into the box. Hello, beastie.
I'm not feeling like a game of catch right now. Yeah, little man type stuff.
Take that. You want a knot? Oh boy. Good recovery, me.
On the top. Clean the bikini bottom, one hapless soul at a time.
Can I make it? Fuck no, I can't.
That's giving up manliness, even in the corners. What's that at ya?
Cool.
Come on.
Ah! Damn you.
These just ooze macho.
See, I need to go bowling sometime. I haven't been bowling in like over a year now. I used to love going bowling. There was a couple years I bowled once a week. Like senior year of high school and probably right after, right when I started college. I think I went bowling once a week.
Hey, this is great. You really gotta try.
Oh yeah, I'd say your wrist I'd say your wrist probably hates you if you try to bowl, don't they?
Even in the corners. Whoa!
Dang, that sucks.
Boing.
I get it in my shoulder and my forearm.
Green bikini bottom, one hapless soul at a time. Whoa! Take a breath mint. On the top.
Oh crap.
Ouch!
Nope. Well, down we go. Yeah, exactly.
Upsy daisy. Whoa!
Yeah, I bowl with usually a 16 pound. I usually go anywhere from 14 to 16.
Upsy daisy.
And I probably just made Fastidious' wrist cry out in pain.
Whoa! Take a breath mint.
In the past, I have gone, what was it? How many did I go? 8? I did 8 games in a row in like quick succession. I couldn't feel my arm the next day.
Come out, wherever you are.
Like straight up, my arm was useless the next day. Yeah. I think the bowling in the Clubhouse Sports one is actually good too for the Switch. In the Clubhouse Games one. Oh, I have a question on preference. Wii Sports or Wii Sports Resort? Wii Sports. Did you just not like Resort?
Super fun! Saving the day!
I'm talking about totally. I'm not just talking about bowling. I'm talking about the entire game. Like the game of the Wii Sports game versus Wii Sports Resort. Not that I know of. It's hard to dislike Wii Sports Resort just because, like, I think I spent way too many hours just flying, just doing the free flying, and getting all of the I can't think of the word right now, all of the landmarks.
Back at ya!
Yeah. Yes. I just made my life so much easier. Taking that spawner out makes that so much easier. Yeah. Ooh, now for the question. I think bowling is honestly the strongest in the original. Do a little combat here. Or was that a floating block? A floating block. Would you say I think the strongest was probably bowling for the original Wii Sports. Spiky things. Boxing or tennis? Yeah. Tennis was really good. Okay, checkpoint. Holy crap.
Jumping, jumper, jumperoo!
Okay.
macho stuff.
Oh, that was close. Whoa.
Have you been lonely out here all alone?
Okay, down we go.
Ouch!
Ow. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ouch!
No, you fucking bastard. There we go. The eyes. The eyes will terrify and intrigue. Patrick's a weird dude. Okay, so after the next level, after I get throw, but I'm gonna have to do some more levels to get more, I almost fell off that, wow. I'm gonna need more tokens. I think I need 25 to get the throw.
And that is how SpongeBob and Patrick escaped the trench
About 20
full
minutes,
of
I was right.
hideous, disgusting monsters. Meanwhile, Dennis continues to follow our heroes. Some unsavory types attempt to get in his way, but he manages to reason with them. And so, like two tin cans in a trash compactor, SpongeBob and Patrick continue on, blissfully unaware of the danger closing in on them. Standing in their way is a field full of stanky garbage, but with Shell City somewhere on the other side, they have no choice but to push on.
I'm gonna see how many we need, and then I'm gonna call it a night.
Plankton is using those televisions to brainwash unsuspecting ocean creatures. You must destroy those televisions. Patrick, if you want to destroy those
25.
TVs, you'll need to...
Can I give you these rocks instead?
Sorry, Patrick. They've got to be tokens.
What now?
So I need 2 more tokens. Swinging starfish I should be able to do. Here's something funny. I managed to do this once. I'm going to try. I think I can manage to do Up Chocolate Creek. I'm supposed to only be able to... I think I'm supposed to only be able to do that after I get the Sonic Wave guitar. I can do that. I did it before. I found a way to do that with the upgraded bowling, with the upgraded sponge bowl. So I'll probably do that one and the swinging starfish one. Yeah, swinging starfish. But that'll be for next week.
Oh, you think you're clever, do you?
Also, it is the music. Yeah, somewhat of a sequence break. Yeah, it's supposed to be... That's just how you unlock it, because you have to hit a bunch of distant buttons. But there's a certain piece of, like... I think it's a certain... Let me see if I can find it real quick. There's another thing about it that you have to do. Because the thing is, you don't have SpongeBob right here. This isn't a level for SpongeBob. So you have to come back here. See, you're supposed to have to hit those 4 buttons. You know what, actually? Yeah, I guess combat area challenge. What do you call it? They're, oh god, that's not what I wanted to do at all. I forgot that it put you in the challenge. Guess up, Chocolate Creek, where you're going. But what do you call it? There's a piece of geometry somewhere there that you can, that gives you a really high arc off the bowling ball, and you can actually hit that with the electric field. You can actually manage to make contact with that, with all 4 of those.
Ouch!
You know, if you don't face plant into the chocolate. Shut up. None of you matter. You're all waste of space. I hope you know this. You make your mother sad. By the way, if you were curious if I could do these levels faster than I am doing them, yes. And then we'll have to give him the context of what I was talking about. Hello, Yoshi. Yeah, I hope you've been enjoying the VOD. Yoshi, why in God's name would you watch a VOD of this game? Aw, you just missed my voice, didn't you? It is a good voice, I know. I gotta find the piece of geometry here that I managed to get that off of the first time.
Nothing like little man type stuff.
I think I ricocheted off this candy cane or something. Nope, that candy cane's not got geometry. When did I ricochet it off? Surely I didn't do it from way out here. No. There's some specific angle I was able to get that actually got it over there, and I don't remember. Honest to goodness, I don't remember how I did it the first time. Oh, that went way too far. Like that went straight up. It did.
Go for it, Hopper. Nothing.
Maybe if I do it from here. Nope. Nope, that's the wrong way. Okay. I'm down here now.
We're men.
And now is the question of did I manage to do it off of here, maybe?
Go for it, Hopper. Nothing.
Just gonna start straight up throwing it. I can get two. No, I need a little more power than that.
Go for it, Hopper. Nothing.
These are just not giving me enough power. This is... I don't know how I don't know what angle I pulled when I did it. Because I think I've done it twice.
Bikini Bottom, one hapless soul at a time.
You can see the theory is sound, but the execution needs a little work.
Go for it, Hopper. Nothing.
No. Ooh, that was a good one. Can I pull it off from this angle, maybe? This is gonna ricochet the other direction.
Go for it, Hopper. Nothing.
It is, yeah, it is certainly a quote. What? People are in my way. They didn't need to be in my way. So I just had to speak my mind. And they got out of the way. Isn't that how it usually works? Come on. There's an angle here that will work for that. I can feel it. You try excuse me? I try murder. That went the wrong way entirely. I was trying to quickly get to the end of this level to switch to Spongebob because there's a character switcher at the end of the level. And I was just trying to run through. And I was just trying to get the, what do you call it? Get I can't think of the word right now. Oh, there was a bunch of enemies in my way that I had to go through, and I was just like, nope, you're a waste of space. And then I just kind of kept adding. And then Fastidious quoted it, so it's there forever now. Okay, I don't think I'm going to continue to try this. I know that I could do it in theory, but I don't think it's worth it. I might have to look up and see if that's actually a thing or if I just like got a 1 in a million shot. I'm just going back to this level because I like the music. It's got the good steel drum. Steel drum? Yeah, steel drum. Oh, I said that I was going to look up the, I said I was going to pull up and have y'all listen to the,
These are steel chum bucket safes. You can't...
Shut up, Mindy. I was gonna look up the comparison of the, what do you call it? I can't think of the word. Oh, of the... PS1 and the GBA Super Sponge music.
Oh.
Okay, let's see here. Super Sponge.
What now?
Okay, so Super Sponge OST. I need to mute.
If anyone knows what this screen does.
Need to mute you. And let's see, what's a good one? Maybe Lava Fields? That was a good one. I can't remember how different it is. I'm sure it's drastically different. So, you remember this? We'll let this play for a minute. This is such a good song. This is so good. I think this is either my second or third favorite song in Super Sponge. Okay, we've heard this. Now I'm going to switch over to the GBA version. Mm-hmm. It's not bad. It's just not good in comparison. Why do you hate both of us, Fastidious? It's painful to my ears. It's so bad. It doesn't sound that off from the PS1 version. The question is, how did they massacre my boy? Huh? No, this is the no, I didn't swap. This is the GBA version. This has been the GBA version the entire time. Hang on. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, they're both terrible. But I can't remember if they massacred my boy. PS1 version. This is my favorite song in the entire game. Seriously, I love this music right here. Okay, I just looked down at my hands and fingernails look like I've been digging through coal. I'm not sure why. By the way, I love this music, so I'm letting it play a little bit longer. Yeah, that could be it. All right. I'm gonna make myself stop it. Okay, and I need to find industrial. Listen to how that massacred my boy. It's not that bad, but it's like, the thing is, none of them are really that bad, but there is just like a shadow of what the good one is. It's not that they made them terrible, it's just that there's like, I've heard what it can be. I've heard what it's supposed to be, and this is just so bad in comparison. Yeah, I mean, they didn't do a bad job, no. It's just that... There's one that I can't remember if I thought it was better or worse than it's Graveyard. I can't remember. This one sticks out in my head between the two games, but I don't remember why. Okay, now let's check the that one sounds like almost identical. They even got like the brass sound right. Actually, that one actually sounds really good for the Game Boy. Or for the Game Boy Advance, I should say. What about... I'm actually curious about the credits. I love that I said that I was going to end stream like 30 minutes ago. Fastidious, I don't know if you know this, but I'm extremely used to pain. I have very chronic back pain, so this doesn't feel that abnormal. It's just a little more pronounced. And it has gotten better because I'm no longer holding the controller. It was actually hurting me more to hold my arms together and hold the controller. Being able to stretch my shoulders out and have my arm off to the side has significantly helped that pain. Yeah. Oh, God! This is supposed to be the same song. This is the credits. This is what they did for the credits for Super Sponge on the GBA. It's not supposed to be the same song, but this is what they did for the credits. See, that one right there, that one I can honestly say would be okay to say, look at how they massacred my boy. This is the beta version of the, I'm curious what this one is. This is the beta version of the credits for PS1. Starts out very much the same. It doesn't sound that far off of what the final version was. Everything comes back around to Super Sponge, you know. Okay, the end is quite different. I'm gonna... Yeah, you can... There's some differences there. Yeah, they took out more of the stronger references to the SpongeBob theme, to the actual cartoons theme. Hi, Zoram. How are you? you showed up as I'm about to press end stream. we're sitting here yeah. Seems like a good. Right. I forgot. Twink added that. Wait a second. What wound up being? What wound up being quote 69 out of curiosity? That came from me having to defeat a bunch of enemies in a hurry and I didn't want to deal with it. You cannot J-turn in a sandwich. Oh, right. that works perfectly. I like it. Yeah, 68, Twink added off stream. That's actually from T's stream. That seems like a good reason, but who knows? Well, who know, because I couldn't frickin' spell. I missed an S. Yeah, I'm talking about the paddy wagon. What? I hope nobody calls him that. That feels wrong. Yeah, thanks. I hate it. Can I go back like, I don't know, a minute ago before that was in my brain? Thank you. That'd be fantastic. I can't. Time to invent time travel. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I know how to bring cursed thoughts out. I can bring cursed thoughts to the forefront of the brain. Hi. That is truly cursed. That is the models in this game are terrifying. That is a different horror entirely. That is truly a different beast. Probably because you just kind of, played and you didn't really pay attention and stare at it. I make it stare at your soul. Yeah, I've played this game many times. Actually, I've streamed it before, but yeah, I've played this game many times. This is one of my like nostalgic childhood games. Also, welcome to the stream, X-Man. But yeah, this game's old hat for me. I freaking love this game. But right now we're actually listening. We're actually been sitting here listening to the differences between the PS1 and the GBA versions of Super Sponge music. Which it was credits that was glaringly different. Zoram, were you here for the difference in those two pieces of music or no? Did you catch that or no? The really good. No, we were doing it just a few minutes ago. You could see the cogs going from putting the ball level back up. Look, you said curse, so I had to give cursed. We've been going back and forth. I've been pulling up comparison. So this is credits from PS1. This is a masterpiece. It is fucking beautiful. It's funny. You want to know? There are actually two end credit themes that make me nostalgically emotional, and this is one of them. Like, this one almost brings a tear to my eye. Oh, it goes hard as fuck. Here's the problem. Is the GBA version. Yeah, that's what they changed that to. Most of the other songs are like decent ports, pretty much not carbon copies, but the best they could do for Game Boy Advanced. I mean, it's okay. It's kind of like a hollow shell of what it should be, what it could be because you've heard the PS1 version, but it's passable. This is a problem. That right there, that's a problem. Yeah, I agree. But what I was saying was there's one other end credit theme for a game that just brings me back like super nostalgic and makes me a little bit emotional, and that is the end credit theme for Super Mario Land. The original Super Mario Land, which most people say is terrible. I love that game. I love Super Mario Land. I know you can beat it in like an hour. And that's being kind of slow. I think most people beat it in like half an hour. Uh. Fastidious, are you stream capable? Damn. Okay. Second question. Are you able to stream to Discord? Because if you'd be willing, I would absolutely. Your internet came in handle 5 minutes watching it. That's sad. That's unfortunate. I really wish. Okay, whenever you get upgraded internet, if that ever finally happens, that's what we need to do. If you don't mind, I would love for you to stream it to Discord, and I'll just screen cap it, and we'll have you play on stream. We'll have you just playing the game, and I'll just sit back and watch. I'll be the live commentary. God, I hope one day that happens. It will not be pretty. That'd be perfect. Pretty's not entertaining. You've never finished a 2D Mario game. Anyway, you want to hear the end credit theme? And okay, I'm gonna pull up the end credit theme, and then I'm gonna pull up an orchestrated version that somebody made, and holy shit, it's so good. Gotten past level 2 of Super Mario World. We'll be here all night and part of the next day. Okay, Super Mario Land credits. Okay, so here is the original. Which I know is somewhat painful to the ears because it is, you know, on the GBA. No, the Game Boy. It's on the original Game Boy, not even the GBA. Not even color. How'd that lullaby quality go? I like that popped up right at the transition. Moon energy? Wait, what do you mean moon energy? Okay, I was hoping you meant DuckTales. God, now I'm gonna have to pull up. Now I'm gonna have to pull up the moon, the DuckTales moon theme along with the remastered. Here comes the copyright again. Actually, I doubt that stuff would be copyrighted. I'm gonna do it. Okay, hold on. Before I do that, though, this is the orchestral arrangement remix of the Super Mario Land, and it is beautiful. And if you ever want to go find it, it's Super O Brothers, and it's like a 7-year-old video. Still one of my favorites. I get chills whenever I hear this. I love this. Oh, I love it. Oh yeah, way less jarring. And I swear, there are several versions of this that people have put lyrics to. There's one that I heard a long time ago, and I loved it to death. and I've never been able to find it again. Like I heard it one time, and every time I try to find it again, it doesn't exist. I don't know where I heard it, or if it was part of something else. But every time I look for a version of this that has lyrics, it's never the ones that I remember. God, I love that music right there. That's so good. Not remastered. We want original. I have a thing with original and remastered of the Moon theme for DuckTales. The original, I like the sharpness of it. I especially at the beginning, there's a really sharp sound to it, and I like that the remaster doesn't have. That is the only thing that I don't like about the remaster over the original. How about you do it? Also, if anybody has watched the remade DuckTales, like the what is it, 2017, like the new DuckTales that they did, and they made this song like a major part of the second season, I fucking love it. I love the remake. Also, just David Tennant as Scrooge McDuck is one of the most fantastic things I've ever heard in my life. Oh God. Yeah, we're used to it at this point. And now for the remastered. Will you... That right there, I wish it were sharper. God, this this song brings up some crazy memories. Well, I say crazy, but it's just like really, really, I don't even know if it's nostalgic, but it's just like, yeah, I guess it is, because it's just like a time gone by. I used to have this on loop. This was like one of 3 or 4 songs that I would put on loop to play 007 Legends online, because me and Matthew would, like, every night we would play 007 Legends for like hours. Has the better opening theme too. I don't know about that one. That DuckTales theme is too iconic. But I'm not kidding. I used to listen to this all the time, because like I would just have it on playing 007 Legends. Which is the weirdest fucking game to be playing and listen to this. It's honestly one of the weirdest fucking games just to be playing online. Like, of all the things that I did online, that is probably the weirder one, is that I was just a major part of that community for 2 years. Because I think not many people actually have heard of the game. At this point, it's like, wait, that was a game that existed? It was on the fucking Wii U. You've never heard of it before? Yeah, it was on the Wii U. It was on the Wii U, the Xbox One, I think the PS4. But I played it on the Wii U. But yeah, I did. We used to play it all the time. Me and him both got we were both in the top 100 ranked players online. That is how much we played. I know there were thousands. I don't remember how far the list went down. Tens of thousands. I don't think that's that much for a Wii U game, since Wii U games sold in the tens of thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands. Now, Legends itself did not sell that great. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's way more than I thought for Legends. The Wii U version sold 780,000 copies. Hang on, are you serious? No, it's currently sold 1 million copies. actually, let me check this. Let me compare by the year. Oh wait, that probably didn't come out that year. That hadn't come out at that point. When did Echoes come out? What year did Echoes come out? Let's see. 2017 is when it came out. Let's see. So 2021. Yeah. Fire Emblem, okay, for as popular as Fire Emblem is, it is still a very niche set of games. Let's see, where are the sales numbers? Let's see. Echoes, as of the end of 2022, sold 1 million copies. That's about 5 years after release. And I was checking 007 at 4 years after release. Yeah, that's about comparable. So Echoes did beat. Yeah, Echoes won out on that one. Also, the only redeeming factor for 007 Legends is the multiplayer and the online multiplayer, because God, that game, the regular single player, the story mode of that game sucks so much. It's so bad. But yeah, we were both in the top 100 players. When we stopped playing. You'll keep that in mind when you never play it. Yeah, we played that like every night. Or almost every night for like 2 years straight. And what was it that I listened? I had the moon theme. No current idea why, but I also loved at the time. I loved Tomorrow Is Mine from Bayonetta. So I had that on loop too. What else? I had a couple of those, but I can't think of what they were. Those are the two that stick out in my head. Speaking of which, I need to play the Bayonetta games. I have Bayonetta 1 and 2. I need to stream those. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you also have to play Bayonetta now that you think about it. Like, I know some stuff. You have the first one on your shelf. I have 1 and 2 on Steam. I need to get, if I like those two, I'd get 3. And maybe do all 3 of them at some point. Not in a row, because, good God. You know how I am with not wanting to play a bunch of the same series all in a row. Get to tune and appreciate the short hair. No, the hair's still long, just allocated. Just allocated differently. She beefed up her. She must have used it to beef up her defense a little bit. Oh, I don't disagree with that, Fastidious. If you think I disagree with that, you seem to forget that we share a brain cell. But you know, I have a feeling that Zoram doesn't get into this conversation with us because he's that old man. He's probably already got a wife and kids and everything. Like mid-40s, you know? Just the way it is. Gotta have one, Zora. Gotta make sure to sneak that in there at least once at stream. Meemaw didn't let him get into it. Oh my god. Poor Zoram. Oh my gosh, that's great. Fuck all y'all. And it's even from you is the best part. Ooh. Joram, can you come back from that? I don't know if you can. You're going to bed to cry yourself to sleep. Now I sound like the old man. Your own quote used against you. Well, look, Zoram, there's about equal parts you and me in my quotes, which is hilarious. There's gonna be some quote that can be used against you, and it's probably your own. Oh my god, that's funny. Well, that's not attributed to anybody. Is that just everybody's consensus? I would shit my pants if I went to a restaurant and saw Helix in the kitchen prepping my food. That was after I talked about manhandling the eggs. Look. I have that on video. You're still wrong, bro. You did. What? Clean hands. And I washed them after. I don't know what the problem is. Is it just the problem that I did it? What's the difference between using my hand and using a utensil? These are God's utensils. They had to be scrambled anyway. I didn't have one. And we needed content. I mean, we already cracked them, so they were violated before I got to them. What? Wrong person, but right idea. I don't even remember that quote. Ah, Zoram, you think there's context. You think there's context. You are so wrong. Oh, right! Right! At the wedding! When somebody was sneaking little Zoram alcohol. I thought you said that there were some people that saw you and just didn't do anything about it. Even Zorm's dad is in the Zorm Crow room with occasional cameos from other people. Well, you know, I can't combat what Fastidious just said, because Zorm is the only one who has a custom command for a quote. He's the only one who has that. It is Zorm's quote room. It is Zorm's quote command, isn't it? Hey, Zoram. Pipe bomb! Shut it down. That right there. That only works on Zoram, but it's the equivalent to pocket sand. It will stop Zoram in his tracks and you can get away. That one only works on Zoram. And now I'm thinking about somebody just going pipe bomb and tossing a pipe bomb at somebody. Like that stops everyone though. Just the word stops Zoram. I've made Zoram can't. Oh my. Don't even get me started on that. Don't even get me started on that. I say that like a disappointed father. Oh, brother. That's funny. Anyway, now that we are like an hour, no, we're like an hour and 15 minutes past when I originally said I was going to end stream. I think we're actually going to end stream now. I think I'm going to call it a night and try to recover a little bit and hopefully not be dying tomorrow for Devil May Cry. Yeah, we finally get to start Devil May Cry. But anyway, thank you guys for being here, and I hope you have a good rest of whatever it is for you, day, night, whatever it is. And my brain just completely got fried. We're playing Devil May Cry tomorrow night, and we will be playing Stardew next week, but that's the only stream for next week, just so you know. We will still have Stardew next week. But hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow for some Devil May Cry. But until then, bye!